Hello and welcome back to some more PandaINC and, of course, Software Inc. Today's episode is going to be a little bit strange. We don't have a ton to do. We're sort of just waiting for our development to take off and hit an equilibrium. But one thing that I did forget to do last episode was actually set up my porting team to do ports. So if we go into this little sync.lib mod that we have here, or Software Inc. lib, I think it is actually called, but I call it sync.lib because that's what it looks like. We need to go ahead and select our porting teams, and this will be update 1 and 2. They're going to handle our ports. We are going to support our products for maybe 24 months, 2 years. Only port to OSs with more than 100,000 active users, and we can have 2 parallel jobs. I think that's fine, and they should go ahead and port everything that needs to be ported. We can finally also go ahead and test our printing capacity. So we have 2 jobs here, pretty small jobs, but we can accept both of those and make sure that is working just as intended. Apart from that, we're basically going to let this run, I'm thinking, until Chubby Cords releases. We'll obviously keep monitoring everything as we go. I've got our companies up here in case we need to buy some more stocks and stuff like that, but until then, it's basically just going to be running until something interesting happens. Thinking about the future, this is what I want to do. I don't really want to get into research. It doesn't particularly interest me. I'm not planning on doing that in this series. We might later on down the road if we really need something to do, but otherwise it's not something that I'm really considering. The other thing that I don't really want to get into this playthrough is digital distribution, just because we're getting stars, like business reputation, so slowly, and that digital distribution is tied so heavily to our business rep that I don't think it's worth it. Although we could try to do it just to see if that does increase our business reputation. I'm not 100% sure. If you do know the answer to that question, let me know down in the comments below. But what I'm thinking is we basically just bring out a product in every single category, make it work, make it profitable, and then see where we go from there. I'm thinking this series probably won't last a ton longer. I feel like we're very much at the end game now where everything's sort of automated and there's not really a lot to talk about. So if you guys are interested, I'm thinking of doing a normal playthrough sort of tutorial-like series. Let's go with that for you guys. If anyone is interested in that, let me know in the comments down below as well. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into a little bit of a time lapse as we continue to develop Chubby Cords down here. And of course, monitor everything else that is going on. And of course, as I say that, we've got someone retired. They're on the support team, so they should automatically get rehired. The only team we need to worry about with that is the PandaGuard team, I believe. So everything else should be fine. So we'll jump into a time lapse. And yeah, I'll talk to you soon. Alright, we have a brand new product release, Panda Palette 7. Have a quick look at how we're doing. We have great quality, which is not too bad. Where's Panda Palette in here? Panda Palette 6 was also great. I'm hoping our releases from now on, now that we've like doubled the size of our teams, is going to go up to outstanding or whatever the most prominent one is. We do have inspiring creativity, which is nice. So yeah, that should be good to go. We'll go ahead and stick this down here so we can keep an eye on its sales, but that should be all good. And like I said, everything's pretty much automated at this point, so we really don't have to do anything with that. We just can keep an eye on how it's doing. So we'll jump back into the time lapse. Okay, this is what I was expecting. We've had our first fire inspection, and of course we failed because we obviously forgot to put something somewhere. So it looks like we have 6 fire alarm violations, which is fine. We'll now be able to see where they are. If we just click view here, we can see that now. And it looks like it is just the stairwell for our warehouse building. And I imagine that's the same everywhere. Yep, we just completely forgot to put fire alarms or sprinklers in these stairwells, and that is what it is. We knew we were going to forget something. It had to happen, so let's just go ahead and quickly fix that. Grab fire alarms, and we can chuck this next to the door on every floor. Don't forget to hold shift. and fix that up real quick. And I don't believe we need sprinklers in here as well, but we might. Let's just have a quick look. Let's just fire inspection. We hit L, I think L lights are. We should be able to see our sprinklers. It doesn't look like we have sprinklers in here. It's kind of telling me that we don't need them. But we'll throw them in just in case. That is important. What's the button? Nope, not V. What do I need? X, Z? Z. Z is the button I wanted. It's saying this is already occupied by the thing there, so that's interesting. Let's just chuck one of these on each floor. And that should do it. Yeah, we sort of figured that we were going to have a violation. Unfortunately, they did fine us $89,000 for not having fire alarms in our stairwell. But that is what it is. 14 employees on vacation. Perfect. That's what we like to see. Everyone's just having lazy days. That's fine. We're really not losing too much money. I know it seems like we are, but I think as this sort of all equalizes out, we should be fine. Like, we made $424,000 with the new Panda palette, so as we start to develop better and better software because we have better and better teams, we should be good to go. And speaking of things that are developed, we now have PandaGuard 12 just come out. It's also great and inspiring, which isn't perfect, but like I said, these were mostly developed by our old teams, so nothing to be concerned about just yet. And you can see our porting is working as well, which is fantastic. And it looks like both teams are doing that, so that is great. Can I change the priority in here? Like, make these priority jobs? No, I cannot. I have to do that manually if I want to do that. So let's just increase the priority on our port jobs. Make sure we are continuing to do our printing. Lots of printing, actually. And we can handle it. If we need to, we can add more printers. That's not a problem at all. We should see our business reputation start to go up quite substantially. But yeah, back to the time lapse. Okay, looks like we have our first real issue, apart from obviously our fire alarms and stuff. Looks like we don't have quite enough maintenance staff. That actually might be due to the fact that they aren't assigned there. We should have people in the parking. If we have maintenance staff, we have 2 groups. So this maintenance staff here should be doing that. It looks like that might not be enough though, so we might have to go ahead and change that. So they're warehouse and parking. We might grab another one, maintenance, for there, because there is actually quite a lot to maintain in those 2 areas. So we'll go ahead and hire another maintenance person. And who was that? That was... Of course, they went down the bottom. That's fine. So they're 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. We'll get these guys to come in at like 4 a.m. to 8 a.m. and we'll go ahead and assign them to parking in the warehouse, and hopefully that should fix that problem. If we see any more pop up, we'll hire them as we need, but that should be all good to go. Ah, okay, my first fire. So we definitely don't have enough stuff. Where is that fire? Can you please tell me? Hello, where is the fire? Well, it looks like 83 things broke. Oh. That is not good at all. Can I get into build mode? No. There is an active fire on my premises. I just don't know where it is. Great. Interesting. Interesting. Where is the fire, please? Oh, there it is. It's on the roof. Fantastic. All of my solar panels caught fire. These should have been assigned to people, but these are all, yeah, these are all broken. So we definitely need more maintenance staff to maintain these solar panels. That is interesting. Let's go ahead and hire another, oh, wrong button. Manage staff, hire another maintenance person. You can be 8 a.m. to whenever. Actually, we'll make these back to 2 a.m. and then the 6 a.m. Assign this to warehouse and parking. I believe that this should include the roof. Like this room should be included in the roof, so these guys should be doing it. I don't know if they are. Can I like call a fire department or something? Like what happens here? How do we put this fire out? I've never dealt with one before. Are we just losing all of our solar panels? It looks that way. Okay. Well, that's fantastic. Let's go ahead and grab all of these and I guess rebuild them and hope that that doesn't happen again. It's telling me that they have to... Oh, I wasn't on the right level. That makes sense. Perfect. Not even a worry. No one got hurt. It's on the roof. I mean, they should have access up here, but we'll definitely keep an eye on that. If I can just maybe go manage stuff and call like 4 emergency maintenance people, maybe that'll help solve my problem. Let's see. Let's clear all these notifications because we don't need them. Yeah, everything here is broken. I assume maintenance can get up here. Hopefully they come in and do stuff. That is not something I was expecting to have happen. Come on, let's just hope that we see some maintenance people coming up here. Doesn't look like they are coming up here, so let's go ahead and say add this to a group and we'll call this solar. And then we will actually, how do I get that menu up again? That seemed like a useful menu to have open. Sign rooms? No. There's got to be a way to see that menu. Solar. Nope, that doesn't open it. If anyone knows how to open that menu. Ah, there we go. Room groups. Okay, let's have a look. Solar. Indoor, outdoor. What does that mean? Outdoor style. No, that's not what I need. Okay, I am new to this whole room groups thing. I will admit that. If anyone knows how to get people up here, I'm just going to hire another maintenance person and assign them to the roof for now, to solar, and see if that works. We'll keep an eye on this and see if any of our maintenance staff actually come up here to manage that. Looks like we've got an award, best product, only silver. We don't care about silver. Silver is not something we're interested in. We gold or nothing, please. Please and thank you. So yeah, where are my maintenance people and why can't they get up here? They should be able to path up here. I'm a little concerned. I feel like all of these solar panels are about to start looking to make fires, and that's not good. The good news is we had burglars that went home empty-handed. They didn't get away with anything, so that is good to see. The other thing that is good to see is we are making money, which is nice. I was a little bit worried. Oh, there we go. There we go. The maintenance person is up here. So we might have too many maintenance staff for this now, but if that's the case, then I'm happier having more than we need than less than we need. So let's jump into the time lapse again until something else bad happens. Which it definitely could. How are these going? These are fine. We really aren't charging them that much, so it's probably a little bit of waste of staff to actually have all those batteries, but they're bringing down our electricity bill just a little bit too. And eventually we might buy one of these places and actually get some wind farms up as well. But yeah, until then, back to the time lapse. One thing I am noticing is these porting jobs are going quite slowly, and I don't actually know if they're ever completing because update team might not have the skills required to actually manage those. So if we go into our update teams, you can see they've got, actually this one's not too bad. It's got 2 stars in everything, which is what they need. And this one is also not too bad. The only thing they're missing is a 2-star system, which is I think where we're getting caught up because we definitely have a lot of 2-star system things that we need. They currently have 13 people in them. If we have a look at where the update teams are sitting, they're in here. So we have a look at the chairs. If I can select a chair, please. And we say select furniture types in selected rooms. There's 15. So we can actually increase the size of these teams just a little bit. Hopefully that'll make it go a little bit faster as well. So if we go into our HR management, we can say we want maybe 3 more programmers, I think is good. 5 artists seems like a lot. That was, there we go, 10 plus 5 is 15, plus the leader's office. That should be good to go. And we'll do the exact same for the update 2 team. So 10 programmers, 5 artists. 5 artists seems like a lot. I'm not sure why I decided to go that high with that, but it seems to be working for the most part. So we'll keep an eye on that and make sure that they are working as intended. This is a little bit of a troubleshooting episode, really, more than anything else, but that's fine. I'm totally okay with that because it needs to be done, especially when you build a new HQ and you are making sure everything is working. It's sort of just the gist of how this sort of thing goes. There's always going to be rough spots when you move offices. You've got to iron out all the wrinkles. So that is what it is. It looks like we still didn't hire anyone with 2 stars in system for our update 2 team, which is a little bit unfortunate, if I'm being completely honest. If we go to HR management, let's have a look at, yeah, we've got 6 specializations. We actually don't really need hardware in this list. Everything else we sort of do need though. So we'll go ahead and untick hardware for both of these because we aren't developing any hardware that needs to be managed. And then we can go ahead and look at these employees and see if we can get rid of anyone. So you're an artist. You're one of the people with only 1 star. Oh wait, that was 1 star in 2D. Never mind. You have no system skill. Oh, that was design as well. So they're an artist. Never mind. That's my bad. They're a programmer. They have 3 stars in system. Are they the leader? No, they're not the leader, so they should be fine. Oh, that was the wrong team. That was the wrong team. If we go and put skill in here and we say code at the top, we can check these guys. So our least good code people, where is here? So this person is our least qualified person in programming. So we're going to go ahead and have to fire a couple of these people. We'll fire you. And we'll fire you because you're only 3D and hardware, which we don't need at all. And everyone else can probably stay. Hopefully we get someone with some system skill in that team. Let's go ahead and have a look at up 2. And yeah, now we have 2 stars in system there. So it's a little bit unfortunate that you can't like specify that we need 1 of each thing, but that is what it is. So we have a console ready to go out. We should be able to do this no problem at all. I assume, yeah, we are printing that. And someone is having trouble concentrating due to noise. That shouldn't be the case. They stopped complaining immediately, so that's fine. And more print jobs and more stuff like that coming in. All right, back to the time lapse. We have finished all our ports, which is great to see. The only thing we're still manually doing is support for Cub 3D, but we'll cancel that basically as soon as Cub 3D 2 comes out. And everything seems to be making pretty good money. This here, PandaGuard 12, is making 1.1 million a month, which is absolutely fantastic. We are still making money, and this is making almost $1 million a month as well. So fantastic to see there. Let's go back to the time lapse and jump back into it. And of course, because we fired a couple of people, people are going to complain that we fired them. Actually, there's more complaints that there's nothing to do. We have 49 employees complaining they have nothing to do. So that is not great. It looks like most of this is from the update 2 team. I believe everyone should be assigned to do updates. We have a look here. Yeah, up 1 and up 2. Update team up 1 and up 2. You know what we can do instead is we can actually put the update teams as secondary devs on all of our things. That way they will have more things to do and they can help with development as well. So that is probably not a bad idea. We'll chuck them on secondary dev. That means they'll do it if they have nothing to do, but otherwise they won't worry about it. So And plus they have the skills in pretty much everything to be able to help us with development there. So that will do two things. It'll speed up our development time a little bit, and it will also make them complain way less about being idle. So that is good. We are, of course, going to have some idle people on each of the teams if they've got nothing to do that they can do on their tasks, but that is just sort of what it is. There isn't really a good way around that I know of. If you do know of a way around that, let me know in the comments below as well. Lots of comments on this video, so I'm expecting you guys to help me out there. But yeah, back to the time lapse once again. A really good month last month though. Really good. Alright, looks like we have yet another problem. Our waiting room is not in good enough condition. I believe that's probably just because we don't have quite enough cleaning staff designated to our lobby. So we might grab another 2 cleaners for the first floor and call that good. So they finish at 10 p.m. Let's just make them all day for the first floor. So 4 to 8, 8 till 12, 12 till 4, and then 4 till 8. And they can be assigned to the first floor, and they can be assigned to the first floor. And that should hopefully deal with that situation. We'll have cleaners all the way around for that. And this guy just keeps complaining. I imagine this is because we fired some of his staff, and he is the leader, so is not good at, you know, he won't automatically solve that problem for himself. That is what it is. We'll just keep giving him raises until he decides that he's happy with his job. But we have so many less people idle now, which is absolutely fantastic. It looks like Chubby Cords is currently in development and should come out soon. If we go ahead and have a look at this, we are in the beta phase. We have some followers. I'm expecting it to not go that well because it is our first release in that space. But that is fine. Lots of print jobs coming in. We did finally make it all the way up to 2 stars, which is great. And this guy just really doesn't like his job right now. A job is not fulfilling. Yeah, you get over it. We could probably also consider, now that we are actually making money, instead of just giving this guy constant raises, we can have a look at, where is it? Employee benefits, because we really haven't done a lot with this. I would like to give them all pensions. That's fine. Life insurance seems good. Health insurance seems good. Minimum raise, I don't love this option, but we'll go for, I don't know, they can have an extra $100 a year. That's fine. Severance pay can be 200%. We really don't fire that many people, so that is what it is. I don't want to give them any more vacation. I feel like they already take so much vacation. It's like 1/12 of the year. That seems reasonable to me. Paid vacation, yes. Free food, yes. Christmas bonus, they can have, I don't know, 50% bonus on Christmas, and they can all get a $4,000 car. I don't really want to go up to the $25,000 car because we have a lot of employees, but that should be good. So if we go ahead and reset all of these company-wide, everyone should get these benefits, and it should be good to go. Just go and select like one of our blue colors for the car and hit apply. That should be good. Hopefully that means we maybe get some awards for being a fantastic employee as well. You'll probably notice that we'll lose money a little bit here, but hopefully people are a little bit happier with their jobs in general and work a little bit harder for us. And that will be obviously more money in our pockets. That's why you want to treat your employees right, because they will make you more money in the long run. That's the only reason. That's the only reason. Don't even worry about it. But yeah. All right, PandaINC 13 coming out even before Chubby Cords. Let's go ahead and look at that. And yes, we do finally have outstanding in quality, which is absolutely what we want to see. So this should make us an absolute buttload of money, and we should be set to rock and roll and not have to worry too much about money in the future. Hopefully we see that trend continue with all of our products here. But yes, that'll be good. All right, more print jobs, easy, done, dusted, and let's keep it running. Make sure we don't have any more issues. And then once Chubby Cords comes out, we can maybe consider adding another offering to our lineup, but we'll see how we go. And that is a lot of ports. It looks like we just had some stuff come out. Oh, that's all for PandaINC 13. That makes sense. We successfully filed a tax report, and it looks like we're still having a little bit of issues with noise. but I really don't see why. We should be fine on noise. If we have a look at this room, we have 100% acoustics. We hit, I think it's Anne, no, you? Yeah, you. Looks like it's just from his team talking around him. I don't believe there's much we can do about that. Obviously there are the acoustic panels, but I've noticed that they don't really help out, but like this isn't that bad, so he should be fine. We're just going to ignore that for the moment and see how it goes. But we do have some more stuff that is broken. What is it? What is broken? The lights. That is because we did not add these outside rooms to our room things. So this needs to be, what floor are we on? This is 1, 2, 3, 4th floor. So we'll go ahead and add these to the 4th floor and come down a level, add this one to the 3rd floor, and that should take care of that, I hope. In the meantime, just in case that it doesn't, we'll go ahead and hire 2 emergency, that's not what I wanted to do. Call 2 emergency maintenance people in, and they should take care of that for us. But in future, that should be fine, I believe. Again, it's just about ironing out all those little bugs. All those little bugs with the new office and setting it up in a way that works. Obviously, if you had real people, they'd know that they should probably, if they're doing the 4th floor, go outside and fix the lights, but yeah. The people in this game aren't quite that smart. And it looks like our lobby is still dirty, which is interesting because we did hire a cleaner full-time for the 1st floor. Maybe we need to hire like a full-time cleaner for the actual lobby itself, but we'll see how that goes. All right, we have Chubby Cords released, and the creativity of Marcella has been narrowed down to 68 to 75%, which is not fantastic. That means she's probably going to end up below 75%. We will give her another shot, just because, you know, you never know, she might be enough to get inspiring creativity out of that, but we'll have to see. As for the release, let's go ahead and have a look. We do have outstanding quality, ordinary, because we haven't narrowed down her skills just yet, and we need somewhere to put this. We can probably actually now close out PandaGuard, because it's going to basically perform no matter what we do, so we'll close that one out. And we'll stop monitoring that just quite as closely and go ahead and monitor Chubby Cords instead. But that should be fine. Let's go ahead and hit run and see how we do. See how we do. I don't imagine this is going to do particularly well because, like I said, it is our first release in this space, so we'll have to see. But we should be fine. It should do okay, well enough that we can get some fans in that space and go from there. But you can see, yeah, we're up to 4 stars in antivirus now, so we really don't need to worry about monitoring PandaGuard quite as closely. We can also end support for Cub 3D now. I don't think we need to worry about that anymore. And everything else should be good to go. Let's go ahead and see how we did on our first month with Chubby Cords, which is our audio tool software. And not too bad, 66,000. That's not as bad as I thought. That's not as bad as I thought. It looks like we've got some more broken things. TV's on this. So it looks like we're going to have to hire some more maintenance for basically every level. So let's just go and do that, because this is a little bit ridiculous. If we search by type and we say we've got maintenance, we could probably just change this up. So we'll do 1st floor, 2nd floor. We'll leave those guys on parking and warehouse because we've got a couple in there. This is parking and warehouse. This is parking and warehouse. So we've got 3 guys on parking and warehouse. We'll just leave that as it is. And then we have 1 on solar, just making sure the solar is working. So we'll go ahead and how many do we need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But we're not actually using anything above the 4th floor, right? But the stuff is still going to break though, isn't it? The stuff is still going to break. If we have a look at this, like anything in this room, is this still breaking? No, because no one's using it. The lights aren't being turned on. What about this? That's fine. If we go to lights, we have a look at like our sprinklers and our lights. They are going down, so we're going to have to hire someone for each floor. That's unfortunate. It's probably not 100% necessary. We could just get like a maintenance person to come in, but I think that's fine. We'll go ahead and hire 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more maintenance staff, and that should be fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And they can all come in at 10. That's fine. And assign rooms, 3rd floor. Assign rooms, 4th floor. Assign rooms, wrong person. Assign rooms, 5th floor. 6th floor. And 7th floor. And that should be good. Hopefully nothing else breaks. But yeah, obviously we need a much bigger workforce to deal with this now that we have so much bigger of an office. And it's one of those things where you've just got to sort of find that balance that works and adjust accordingly. But hopefully we'll get all that fixed. In the meantime, we'll hire like 3 maintenance people to come in and just make sure everything gets sorted out. But yeah, back to the time lapse, I guess. We're going to wait a little bit, make sure that this is all working fine, and then see how we go. We get a best employer, gold, perfect. Slows hunger and blood in a room, absolutely fantastic. And we also are nominated for best product, but we get second. So that is what it is. We'll go ahead and sell the silver award, and then I basically want to start getting, I know that we have this here, and this is going to be our awards for best products, but these are actually quite useful. Slows hunger and bladder in a room. This is going to make our teams work so much harder. I'm actually going to chuck this in the update room for right now, and we'll slowly add them to every room every time we get a new one. That is the plan, and that is how it's going to work. So back to the time lapse once again. All right, Cub 3D just released Cub 3D 2, and Rochelle has been narrowed down to 69%, which is not good enough. So that is something we're going to have to look at. If we go into Cub 3D, we have Cub 3D 3. We can go ahead and choose a new lead designer, hopefully someone who is a little bit better. Rocco here has the most potential, but Sammy, we might be able to find out their skill a little bit sooner. Basically, we're looking for anyone who has 75% and above. That is the best that we're going to do here. I don't think we're going to get, I really doubt that Ruby is going to be 100%, which is where you get like visionary creativity. So we're going to give Sammy a go at lead designer for Cub 3D and call that good until that happens. We'll go ahead and open this up and make sure we are monitoring. Again, this is only great quality though, which is interesting. If we have a look at Cub 3D and we say info, this wants 4 designers, 7 programmers, and 1 artist. Let's just go ahead and have a look at our 3D teams to make sure that we have the staff required to actually get this done. So we have 8 staff on these. We could definitely increase that. But if we have a look at our employees, we have 4 programmers on each, which totals to 8, which is probably not quite enough. And we do only have 4 designers. So yeah, we definitely want to increase these up just a little bit. If we select both of these, I believe we can do HR management on both of them at the same time. Yes, we can. And we'll say we want 5 programmers, 3 designers, and the artist should be fine. Let's go ahead and leave that as it is and just make sure that that actually worked the way that we thought it did. And yeah, it did. So we'll hire an extra programmer and an extra designer on each of those. I think that'll be fine. That'll give us 10, whereas the required amount is 7, and 6, where the required amount is 4. So hopefully that gets us to outstanding quality, but I mean, it should be fine. It's still a great quality piece of product and it should still sell quite well. But yeah, back to the time lapse once again. And of course we have another fire. That's not good. It looks like that is from not having enough IT support, because I don't believe we actually hired IT for our top levels. If we have a look here, we have these guys. Yeah, we might have to do the same thing. We might have to do the same thing where we set these guys to actually just be one level and one level only, and that should hopefully sort that out. So I'll go ahead and set that up real quick. Alright, that should be good. The other thing that I'm going to try is I'm just going to hire a cleaner, a maintenance, and an IT support person to come in and just do whatever they want. They can go anywhere, and hopefully that'll cover any of the areas that aren't covered by the rest of the people. So we do have a fire. It is unfortunate. We have the fire trucks here just squirting water in the window. Let's go ahead and have a look at how much damage that actually caused. I think for the most part, it didn't really do anything. Looks like we might have lost a couple of plants, but yeah, we lost a couple of things. So we'll copy this. Burnt room needs to be repaired first. Okay. So we'll wait for that to be repaired, I suppose. We have another fire. We have another fire. It's not good. It's not good. It's not good at all. Let's call like 5 of them and some of them, and hopefully that sorts that problem out and everything can get fixed and we don't have to worry about everything breaking. Oh god, it's bad. It's bad. Play has to pee but can't find a toilet. What do you mean? Everyone's using the stairs. Oh, everyone's outside because it's pandemonium up in here. It's pandemonium. Oh my goodness. Some of our stuff's being affected by the heat. Oh, goodness gracious me. This is not good at all. Let's clear some of these out. And let's just hopefully this all resolves itself so we can get everything fixed. These aren't assigned to anyone, so hopefully it's fine. Alright, we have maintenance people on their way. What is happening here? This is just all broken. Okay, everyone can have a raise. Everyone can have a raise. We had fires. I don't blame you. Look at me. On the live stream, I was talking very confidently about how I've never had a fire and it won't be a problem. It turns out that is not the case. Turns out fires are indeed a problem. Fires are very much a problem. Why are we not getting people coming up here? Is that because we hired them like yesterday and they haven't started their jobs yet? If we could get these people to come in and fix all this stuff, that would be fantastic. Yeah, like our top 3 floors are just ruins. Wow. So it turns out fire alarms and sprinklers are important. We learnt a lesson for sure. New furniture's unlocked. HR laptop, we don't care about that. And hopefully some of this stuff can get fixed. We need way more IT support. Let's go ahead and like just get a bunch of immediate people in. Hopefully they can come up and fix all this junk. Yeah, that's not good. In the good news though, we released Panda Palette 8. Let's have a look. It is outstanding. It is inspiring. That is 100% what we want to see. This is good news. So somehow, amongst all that pandemonium, our Panda Palette team still managed to put out an outstanding, inspiring quality product. That's fantastic. Absolutely what we want to see. These are definitely included in the room groups, right? Like, I haven't done something completely wrong. This is the 5th floor. Looks like it. Looks like it's selected. So yeah, they should be doing it. I don't know why they're not. They come in at 10, so let's keep an eye out. Let someone come in and do something there. 10 PM rolls around, we'll see how it goes. We also have a new company that we can look at. They're doing office software. Yeah, sure, we'll buy some of your stock. That'll be fine. It looks like we do have people coming in and doing stuff. Finally, we just need to see this number go down. We have a fire alarm violation, really? In one of our hallways. That must have burnt. That must have just burnt. So let's grab a fire alarm. And where were we putting these? Right there. Burnt room needs to be repaired first. Oh, I see. Restore furniture? I did not know that was a thing that we had to do. Maybe that's why no one was coming in and doing the things. That's fine. That is back there, and we'll go ahead and do that for any of the other rooms that are affected. Repair, restore furniture. Are any of these rooms burnt? No, they're all fine. Repair, restore furniture. Like I said, I've never had a fire before, so I did not know this was a thing that I needed to do. I'm sure you guys are absolutely yelling at me in the comments below, but for now, this should take care of the issue. And we can go ahead and close out of the fire inspection mode so we can actually see stuff. And let's see if that fixed it. Hopefully we have people coming in and fixing this stuff now. Where's my computer? Can I please just select a computer? There we go. So we want to see this number go down. We might actually hire some more IT support people to come in and fix this now that these rooms are fixed. Yeah, there we go. There we go. So that should be fine now. Interesting. It looks like Cub 3D 2 has finally jumped up in sales too. First 4 months were like below 10 grand and now we're up to 200,000. So that's good to see. We are still making money, which is fantastic. Nothing is broken anymore. And yeah, that might just about do it for this episode. That was a lot of troubleshooting, a lot more fire than I was expecting when I started recording today. Someone's still having trouble concentrating due to noise, but they can just deal with it. It's a loud, fiery office, and you're going to have to get used to it, pal. I did close my deals window, so we should probably... But yeah, we might leave it there and come back next episode. And I think I finally want to get started working on an operating system. I think I finally want to start jumping into an operating system. It's something that I haven't played with just yet, so that is what we are going to do in the next episode. If you did enjoy the video, enjoy the pandemonium from all our fires, all our troubleshooting, hopefully you guys learned a couple of things. I know I definitely did. If you did, let me know what you learned down in the comments below. Make sure to subscribe, like, all that good stuff. Become a member if you really want to. It really helps out the channel. But until next time, happy building, happy developing. Bye, guys.